Hi. So today I'm here to give you a small introduction about my brand. It's Jewels of Tara. You can also find us on Instagram. So we are actually my jewelry is completely based on temples, and my inspiration have always been temples, god and goddesses, Indian god and goddesses, and Indian architecture. So I just started this channel, and this is my first video. So I started this channel so that I can reach out to many people and spread awareness between people on all of you, that jewelry is not just an ornament. Jewelry is something that carries a very high vibrations, very high, or you can say very high energy with it. So if you talk about temple jewelry specifically, it dates back to 19th century. So these divine have got some prints of my work just to explain about a little brief about temple jewelry. So it dates back to 19th century, and in at that time it was generally made for decorating the god and goddesses in the temples. So even if you once I visited, I'll just share a small experience also in between. So once I visited a temple in Chidambaram. So it was a Nataraja temple, and luckily we got to stay with one of the trustee of the temple. So when he was just sharing the stories, and since we told him that we just want to visit temple so that we can learn something for our jewelry collection and everything and take some inspiration. So he showed us the jewelry that is used to decorate the idol of the Nataraja. So he was telling me that every season the jewelry of the temple, like Nataraja, gets changed. So even if it's summer, they use fatigue and white crystals, and so that it keeps him cool. So they use crystals like that. And for summers it is different. Like for summers he'll use a spatika mala. So if you wear a spatik mala, it cools down your body. So even if anybody has a pitta prakriti, like a fire element is high in their body, so if they wear spatik mala, it keeps their body cool. So like this they have, like, there is different impact of beads and different impact of jewelry on our body. So so the inspiration lies from there, comes from there. So and the other then lately, there used to be dancers who used to perform in temples. So temple jewelry, then the dancers started wearing the temple jewelry. Later on it was used for brides, like for weddings. Brides started wearing it, and nowadays, so everybody, I think everybody have a one piece of temple jewelry, and it has become like everybody wants to wear it. So my jewelry, I have just I do in silver also. That is completely I do on orders. If somebody places orders with me, or some exclusive places in between, I'll do in silver. So initially I started with silver, but now from last 1 year I have been experimenting on handmade stuff. So I'm getting all embroidery done, and I'm doing some paintings done, and then I am making my jewelry. So in the last, I will show you some pieces of mine which I have just created. So now if you talk about temple, how it is made, it is first sketched. So it is first done as a drawing, then it is traced on a wax, and then after the wax, and once the it is traced on the wax, then it is traced on the silver. Then the impression comes on the silver, and then they do a hand carving like this. So you can see here, this is the silver plate. That's the silver plate, and the design is being copied on the silver plate, and here the carving is done. So carving is done like this by the hand, and there are dies also. In dies also, some of the designs are made in dies also, like in machine. So we have to, if we want to do some piece in bulk, then we go for dies. And but if we just one or two pieces are there, we do it by hand. So then there are some few examples that some pieces, some designs, you can say that dates back to 19th century. Even if you see, like if you talk about this particular piece, the coin necklace, Kasumala, that is also in south, it is known as Kasumala har also. It dates back to Mahabharata. There's a reference in Mahabharata also about the piece. So this was actually, it became very popular in Roman times, when people used to use gold coins to purchase jewels like stones, rubies, emeralds, all that. So all those precious gems, those stones that they used to, so they used to exchange gold coins towards buying those stones. So that time when people had a lot of gold, so they started accumulating it and setting it as a necklace. So that time, then later on, it became very like people started wearing it as a heart. So it was common for men and women both, and it was like a saving for them. So they used to say they used to collect coin, and then they used to turn it into a necklace, and the princes, or that time people used started wearing it. So later on, people started embossing God's pictures on it, like Ram Darbar on it. Lakshmi is very common, very commonly seen. So it is one of the, so the design, it's really, it has a big history behind it. And then there are like these type of necklaces, that's called jasmine birds. It's called malige har also, and it is actually inspired from a jasmine bird. So temple jewelry is not just temples, architectures or something, but it also takes inspiration from the nature. So these are jasmine, the smell of the jasmine, and it like it used to, whenever the some wedding is happening, or some woman is carrying, is pregnant, so that time they used to gift it to those people because of its smell, and it was also a symbol of fertility. So it was always on the like with the bride, like it is gift. Then there are some inspirations like peacock. You will always see a peacock accompanying a Saraswati Devi. There will be a peacock sitting behind. So it was a symbol. It was not just for a looking purpose, but it has a really deep meaning behind it. It was a symbol of, because peacock is a bird which is really pure, and it lives on the present moment, and it is a symbol of knowledge. So that why it was, you will see a peacock accompanying Saraswati Devi. And then it is that this is the Ganda Baruda bird. It is it's a very, and same again, this symbol is also very ancient, and you will see a in Mysore you will see a emblem of Ganda Barunda bird on it. So this was also used as a symbol of power that time. So and now you will see it in many of our jewels. Then there is Lakshmi is combined with Kasu, like coins like structure. And these are some pieces. This is again very Javli Mala. So this is also a very ancient design. It was was given to brides. It was also inspired from jasmine birds, nature inspired. Then these are like Krishna dancing. Then you will see a Krishna dancing on a naga, and then this is a baby Krishna with a hooded snake. So all those ancient story of Kalia, when Krishna was dancing on the head, that also you will see in like you will see a lot of temple jewelry, this thing with that motif. So I'll just show you a few pieces. So this is all done by hand, and it is all embroidery. Threads are used, gems are used, like some precious stones are used. Here also some precious stones are used, and this is all created by hand. So this is my handmade jewelry, and I will be just posting some tutorial videos on my channel. So you can subscribe. We'll just learn making some nature inspired jewelry, some temple inspired jewelry, some god and goddesses. All this we'll do. So this is Srinathji. This is one of my first pieces, and it's a very special one for me. And then we do see these are the hand embroideries, and then we convert it into, like we stick it on a hard book. You will see a hard board behind, and so we stick it on a hard board. Then we also use resin on the back, so that it is comfortable. See the resin, so it is comfortable. We need it should like stand. So just to give it a little strength, we use cardboard. We use cardboard like this. Then we give it a resin ka back, and then you embellish it. This is all done by hand. After once the whole embroidery everything was done, then the embellishment was done. So if you see the final piece, so this is my final piece of Devi necklace. You'll see here it comes like this with the adjustable thread. So this is the necklace. So it's just a small initiative that I want to take. And temple jewelry in silver, everybody can't buy it, but this is something very unique that anybody can afford. And it's a very small way to add some positivity and some good vibes, you can say, to one's life. So that is our Devi Har. And then this is Om necklace. So this is the Om necklace. That's also a beautiful piece. So this is also hand done. This Om was done by machine. This embroidery was done by machine. Then this Rudraksh were attached by hand, and of course the thread also by hand. So, and this is another. These are another nature inspired pieces. These are also hand embroideries, bead work with tassel and a thread on the top. And this is also another embroidered piece. This is also Srinathji. So see, Srinathji, and then we have used tulsi beads on it. So wearing a tulsi is, it is very spiritual for people. For Krishna loves tulsi, and Krishna and Tulsi Devi's stories you must have heard. So we have combined it with this, and it's also a very beautiful combination. This is again another nature inspired piece. It's a floral motif with little parrots here and a thread. And this one is Krishna again, not yet finished. I have to put a. So this is hand painting. So we'll put videos, tutorial videos with some, and some people are not, I'm not very good in drawing. So I, usually use trace paper and all those stuffs, and then I create my sketches club here and here. So we'll do all that, and we'll learn how we have to, we learn the whole process, how we are creating the design, how the motifs comes to life. So all those tutorial videos I'll keep posting, and also the making videos also, one or two pieces, like whatever we can do. So we can do that. So this one, and there are a lot of pieces. So these are all like my hand embroideries, if you see. So like this small we create, these are all tiny ones for earrings. This is lotus motif, this is elephant, these are leaves. So this is all done by hand. And then see, this is also like bead work, and then we put a rexing on the back, so we'll use it as a chain. So there are a lot of designs like this. So we'll keep, just please follow and subscribe our channel, so that you can also view our videos, and you also can get benefit. You also can add some good vibes to your life, and you can share it with your friends and family also. Thank you for being with me.